Hello there.
At last I shall have my revenge.
Oh no, I'm not brave enough.
Have been replaced.
Born in darkness, raised in rage, a warrior forged, and in this pain. Yeah, red eyes burning, heart of war, double blade spinning, hit a Sith roar. No mercy flowing in through his veins. Every breath is fueled by pain. They thought he fell, thought he was gone. Left in shadows, left for none. Hate kept beating, hit his chest. Dark side fire, would not rest. More shadow lord rising again. From death to power, from stars to rain. Broken body, unbroken soul. Dark side fury, never control. They tried to end him, close the door. Now he stands tall. More shadow lord. More shadow lord rising again. From death to power, from scars to rain. Broken body, unbroken soul. Dark side fury, never control. They tried to end him, close the door. Now he stands tall. More shadow lord. Yeah. The master's chain, no God in hand. He built an empire from ships and sand. Underworld pains, obey his name. Fear and power, his only game. Dark saber shining in his grip. The Dillo fell to his command. For inside a ruler, born a flame. Every victory, caught in pain. Shadow Lord, rising again. From death to power, from stars to rain. Broken body, unbroken soul. Dark side fury, never control. They tried to end you, close the door. Now we stand tall. No shadow Lord. Shadow Lord, rising again. From death to power, from stars to rain. Your broken body, unbroken soul. Dark side fury, never control. They tried to end him, close the door. Now he stands tall. No shadow Lord.
Welcome to Galactic Chat.
And of course, right when the intro stops, Trooper has to knock down poor Darth Maul again. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. Okay. Hello there, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of your favorite live Star Wars podcast. That is none other than Galactic Chat. In today's episode, we got a lot of Star Wars news to cover. First, we had the amazing finale of Maul Shadow Lord, and you know what, Trooper? This is why I wanted you out. Because now you're just killing Darth Maul, which, you know, you're not supposed to kill Darth Maul. All right, bud? So, no. Trooper, buddy, come on. Come on. Come on. Okay. First, we had the amazing finale of Maul Shadowlord with Darth Vader and Dryden Voss making their great debut, as well as Devin's turn to the dark side. As well as we got confirmed Ahsoka Season 2 got delayed till next year. Star Wars Celebration tickets were given and received, but was a huge disaster. The Mandalorian and Grogu's first reactions were revealed and reviews, as well as our Season 3 retrospective and review of The Mandalorian. So the final season of Mandalorian, our final retrospective before next episode of Galactic Chat, which will be our Mandalorian and Grogu review. A lot. Now, let our favorite former Sith Lord introduce you to our panelists. Right here.
Please enjoy our panelists. Disgorge Jedi Knight, the Ostinator, and Vision.
Okay, well, sadly to say this, we actually only got one panelist tonight, and that is none other than Mr. Darth Vader himself. Say hi. Yes. Darth, how are you doing today?
Darth Vader returned, guys! Darth Vader returned!
Yeah. So we have Dylan in the house.
Darth Vader
Hey, look.
returned,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah, I know
Vader
Darth Vader did
returned.
return.
What's up, everybody? I am back in the Vader costume. Haven't worn this since our first Galactic Chat, actually, I don't think. So it's nice to be back in the suit, man.
Yeah, no, seriously. I was that, and then I think the Obi-Wan Kenobi review, right? You also wore it? Like
yeah,
way back.
I'm not sure if I did or not.
I'm pretty sure you did for the final episode when Vader dueled Obi-Wan. You did wear the Vader suit.
Yeah, that was like my third time I ever put the suit on. I just mean I did wear it for the first new Galactic Chat, and I'm wearing it now because Vader is back.
Yeah, guys. Vader's back. We got a lot to talk about tonight, and the thing is, with everyone, if you guys are gonna ask where Steven and Austin are at, Austin said he couldn't make it tonight, so that's fine. Steven could be on later on. I don't know where he's at. He's probably busy too. But for now on,
this is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them.
Har, har, har.
Har, indeed. So, with that being said, guys, we're gonna start by just a quick another thing
Make
of
sure
Darth
you
Maul.
subscribe and smash the like button.
You got one more to play.
And then we
got
also
one more
got
play.
oh yeah, this is the biggest
Just
one.
to let you know, spoiler warning, bitches.
There it is.
Yeah, because we're going to be spoiling. The only way to talk about these last two episodes are to spoil it. So,
Yeah.
with that being said, we're going to get just right into it because, again, we have a lot of things to cover tonight.
We do.
More than just Maul Shadowlord. So, Maul Shadowlord review, Chapter 9, Strange Alliances. I'm going to just quickly describe what happens, and then we'll, dissect into it. All right,
Yeah.
Dylan. So what happens in this episode is that it's exactly what I said that would happen in regards to Crimson Dawn. That's the funny thing. Did I not say that, oh, hey, they're going to send a ship and Maul's going to team up with them to try and go to their ship? Yeah, that's what exactly happened. Basically, Dryden was like, hey, look, if you kill my boss, and you put me as leader of Crimson Dawn,
I'll work
he's
for
like,
you.
yeah, I'll work for you. And Maul's like, okay, that seems like a good deal. I'm actually kind of proud of you for trying to deceive your boss and all that. So Dryden is sending his ship. Him and his guys are going.
The fact that
to,
he's doing it personally too tells you he means business.
Yeah, to Janix and all of that. Meanwhile, Maul is like, hey, look, I still want Devin, and he even wants Lawson, so that way they can escape, find a way to actually escape off this
so basically
planet.
what's going on is the Empire has control of everything, and while Maul's got a ship, he doesn't exactly have a way to the ship because the Empire has control and every exit locked down. So he's hoping that Lawson can probably give him a way out and maybe convince Devin to join his side while he's at it. Why not?
Yeah, exactly. So they basically do like team up, the good guys and the bad guys.
Yep, Maul sends Devin force visions of where he wants to meet up.
Yes, that is true.
It's Force Skype, dude.
It is the Force Skype. I'm being serious. Like, honestly, guys, if you guys have that much of an issue with The Last Jedi, and you say, oh, the dumbest thing was the Force Skype bullshit, I'm like, I'm sorry, guys, that's not the dumbest fucking thing in that movie. But going back
there's a lot worse things in that movie than that thing.
Going back to Maul Shadow Lord, though. So basically what happens is they team up, and then Lawson takes them down to the toxic waste, which is against the law. And Two Boots is like, I'm going to report this, even though he's like, oh, yeah, not right now. So they have to get a robotic skiff that works. And Spybot is trying to get them all out of there two at a time, which is ridiculous and all that. And then it leaves till the Force users basically are left.
Yeah, so Daki actually senses somebody coming, turns on the lightsaber, and pretty soon we have, and literally it is so fast. It is like snap. It is not, show up a cool pause. No, they go straight into battling with the Inquisitors and the Stormtroopers.
Yep. And I love it. That's the thing. I love, again, one of the best parts of this show. I mean, there's so many great parts, but it's also just like you made the Inquisitors frightening again. I miss that feeling that the Inquisitors are actually business. Okay, we're here to actually kill you guys. That's legit what they're doing, and I just love that. There's again the lightsaber duels in this show. We'll talk about episode 10's lightsaber duels, but episode 9, even the lightsaber duels were just peak.
They were that freeze frame where all three of them are fighting the two. Dude, that freeze frame just in the middle, that was so cool.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, the choreography is fantastic. I love the duels. It's chef's kiss, And then
it was the most controversial situation that is ever gonna happen. Everybody knows you don't kill the droids. It's honestly a plot hole in every Star Wars movie. R2-D2 is literally just sitting there, rolling back and forth. Why doesn't somebody just blast the droid? We end up with that in the Clone Wars. Hilariously, at the end of Clone Wars, they actually execute Ahsoka's droids.
Yeah.
Rip Spybot, man.
Yeah, no. Seriously, poor Spybot. And then also
I like that droid too.
Yeah, no, I hated. He even said "Master," and then he just flew. He just crumbled and died. Oh man, that was actually a little sad. And then
you killed Maul's dog.
And then, yeah, no, seriously, like he was like a little pet, like I'm being like you're right,
Seriously,
Dylan.
yeah.
And then, what's his name? The other Zabrak brother, he also died in this fight too, if you
Yeah,
remember.
but he went
He
out
took
like
out-
a beast, man.
yeah,
Literally took on
yeah,
like 4 shots, threw knives at them to disorient them,
yeah,
and literally ran towards them, knocking him and them all into the
the
acid
acid,
water.
yeah.
Dude,
Yeah, which was awesome, but still, though, you start seeing that this plan is you're slowly losing people,
oh yeah, you
and
lost a
then
lot of people.
what happens is Maul and Devin and Docky, they get off, the thing, and they start running the other way, and then what does Maroc say? All right, let him know that they're near him,
Yep.
And
Before we
then
do that, we do have one more thing I would like to mention.
Okay.
Mostly it's about episode 10, but it's a little in episode 9 too. The whole situation with Lawson and Riley, bro. I really enjoyed the character development there
Oh
from episode
yeah.
9, dude.
Yeah, no.
That was
Seriously,
great.
I mean,
The
I
little
do like the little
little talk
moment
they had while they were flying was great.
on the skiff, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that little thing. Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah.
Okay, so what basically now is happening is they're all walking together, and now Maul only has I think one Mandalorian and Rook Cass, the female, the leader. And that's all his guys. Every other person is now dead, basically. So then
No. You got one more. You got the little dude. I really like him. Dang, I can't remember his name.
Yeah, Vario. Yeah, no,
Vario,
you're
you got
right.
Vario,
Yeah,
and I really like
yeah,
Vario. I'm glad they're keeping him alive.
okay. So basically, what happens though is the Mandalorians, Rook Cast, and the other guy, they go out. They're like, we'll go search ahead, and then you hear that something got them. Someone killed them, And at first, I remember when I was watching this, I was like, "Tell me this is another creature." Like tell me that this is like a rancor or something like that. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, Like, why are we now fighting a creature now?
Oh, we're fighting the creature, just not the creature.
and then we get and I'm like, oh no. I'm like, no. And then they shows up.
Okay.
Or a foreman.
Before we get into episode 10, I gotta talk. So, okay, dude, let's just face it, right? Star Wars. Ignore everything. Before this show even existed, you and I both, we've been through so much with Star Wars. We're super Star Wars fans, and we hate seeing how, I'm gonna say it, Kathleen Kennedy spat on George Lucas's work.
Yes.
It just turned absolutely terrible. And so we've basically survived a decade of trash, of BS. A lot of people, you think the prequel trilogy was trash. Welcome to the sequels, man. And I know there are sequel fans out there.
Well, no. I'll even do one better. You thought the sequels were trash. What about the Acolyte?
There you go. Yep, the Acolyte.
Like,
some of the Disney Star Wars shows. I mean, that they were decent, but they weren't. They were never that good. And legit, there's a part of me that went into Darth Maul Shower Lords. There's a part of me that was like, all I want is a basic good show. I went in with high excitement, low expectations. I just wanted a 7. I just wanted a 7, and Dave Filoni gave me a 10. I absolutely love this. I wasn't 28 years old watching Star Wars. You know why I was, dude? And I'm not even kidding. It blew me back 20 years ago. I literally forgot everything that I've been through. I haven't even seen Star Wars yet. I was right back there when I first watched it. I was like 7, 8 years old when I first saw Darth Vader walk on screen, Episode 4, on my little TV screen that I had at home. I was literally 7, 8 years old again when I saw Darth Vader. I actually feel really sorry for my cousin because when it happened, bro, I could not shut up. Oh, dude, that
Trust
feeling.
me, I understand.
That feeling of seeing Vader again, just so. And I even said this in my video, my review on Discord Giant Edge channel. The biggest fact is, I just felt like a child again, and Dave Filoni actually accomplished that. That was automatically just insane. And can we get a round of applause for Dave Filoni just for this moment alone, not even episode 10, which is next.
Yeah, no, that's true. And you know what? I do have one little thing to quickly say. Shut up, Joel. This is my buddy Joel Rosario over here. Yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, bud. I just gotta tell him that right there. Yeah, but love you too, buddy. We're going to see Mando next week, so you better shut the fuck up. Or
I love Darth Vader so much, dude. This turned out to be such a great moment. What about you, man? Did this throw you back to when you were a kid, when you first watched Darth Vader walk on screen like it did me?
This made me legit open my eyes. Okay, well, first off, this made me realize that, how should I word it? Made me realize that Dave Filoni is willing to take risks. Like, to me, this is all risky, you know? I feel like, I don't know really how to word it correctly. It was fan service.
Hey, Joe, I hope that isn't trying to be an insult because I am a brony, so just saying.
Yeah, Joel. Talk about something more interesting, like My Little Pony. Hey,
I would love to talk about MOP, actually.
No. Just shut up, Dylan. We don't need that. Dylan, I don't want to hear that bullshit. You know, from not to me. To anyone else, sure, but not to me. All right.
Go ahead, man.
Cool. Okay. Being real though, about Maul Shallord, when I saw Darth Vader show up, I was like, "Oh my god, Dylan is correct."
Yeah. Dude, and I said it too, right? Like, I was like, he's going to show up and episode 10 was going to be for him.
Yeah, no, Steven and I were both like, maybe he'll show up at the end of the season, like at one scene, you know, like after we thought Marok was going to die. So we were like, yeah, Marok's going to die, and then that leads to Vader being like, okay, I'm now here to take charge. You know, like that's what I thought was gonna happen. Not you know, this bullshit. Not Maul fighting Vader, like him being an actual pivotal character. Like I did not expect that. You know, what is a brony? A brony is basically he's
Male
a fan of My Little Pony. That's basically it, Joel. I'm just gonna say.
Hey, before anyone goes and thinks I'm like one of those weirdos, it's a good show, guys. That's all I'm gonna say. It's just a show I like.
With that being said, though,
yeah, dude. I think that's about it for episode
okay.
9. Let's get into episode 10, man.
Yeah. All right, let's get right into episode 10. I'm sorry, guys. Episode 10, The Dark Lord. Okay, so basically, I'm gonna sum it up this whole episode. Darth Vader is currently chasing Darth Maul and everyone around, and it's just a huge chasing fest with awesome fucking lightsaber battles. That's legit the whole episode. Guess
it's
what?
a monster,
Sign
Darth
me up.
Vader.
It was fucking good.
Yep,
Yeah, it is a monster.
Darth Vader. Dude, okay, there are 2 times when I jumped, right? The first time is when he first showed up, and that's more or less because I was excited and the scream was super loud when he first started breathing, right? The second, bro. Remember when he punches through the wall? That jump scare?
Yeah, with Devin.
I legit jumped 2 feet out of my chair.
Yep. Well, no, I straight up was like, I think Dylan's liking this because it's kind of like his book. Like,
I want a Vader monster. I want a Vader monster story for so long.
And you basically got it a little bit. So,
Scooby-Doo chase scene? Yeah, no, they actually are. With Vader being the monster.
Yeah.
And Maul is Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, that's basically true. It's basically just a huge chase scene between them. And what happens... Okay, let's be real. All right, so basically they're fighting. Maul's like, you're no Inquisitor. What are you? And he's slowly putting it together that he's like, oh,
Anakin
this is
Skywalker.
Anakin.
He's got to know that he's Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah. He's like, oh, shit, this is Anakin. You know, because
like,
he knew from the Clone Wars. Remember, he did know from the Clone Wars that
literally
Anakin
wanted
was
Anakin so he could kill him, thus preventing Anakin being the next student of Darth Sidious. Well, that didn't work because Ahsoka showed up.
Yeah, exactly. So now he's here fighting him, and there's no match between them and Vader. Vader's just taking it like a champ. Like, even when Maul is like using the rocks to collapse, Vader's just like holding up, like he's ore farming the entire time. He's just like showing how badass he is. You don't mess with Vader, you know.
Dude, so here's what's nuts, man. Here's what's nuts. All 3 of them try to literally force push Vader away, right? And guess what happens? They push him maybe 3 inches. When Vader does it, he pushed him almost off the cliff. That was nuts.
Yeah. Who the fuck is Joe? That's Joel Rosario over here. He's a buddy of mine, funeral drinker. Don't worry, guys. Maul has plot armor since he canonly dies to Kenobi way later. Yeah, well, Joel, you haven't even seen Rebels, so don't. Yeah, see, this is what I mean. He watches clips. He doesn't know everything, though.
Dude, watch Rebels because you're going to enjoy it if you like Maul. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, first off, he needs to watch every Star Wars movie.
Yes.
Then you watch the show. You know, like, I'm sorry, he has not even completed the original trilogy. He's only watched.
No, watch the original trilogy first. Yeah, 4, 5, and 6 first.
Yeah. And then watch the prequels, which he's seen Revenge of the Sith with me in theater. Yeah, I showed him shit out of order.
Honestly, you could watch 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, The Clone Wars, and then 3.
Yeah, he could. Yeah, if we're patient. But see, that's the thing. Like, Joel and I mean, he has a really big work schedule. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's a very long series. It's a very long series. Anyway.
Yeah, that's the problem with Clone Wars and Rebels. Both of them. I'm sorry. 4 seasons, 7 seasons. Star Wars in general. Like, I legit, there was... Okay, so I have a coworker. His name is Armstrong, okay? And Armstrong legit asked me, please don't give Seth ideas. Hey, shut up, Joel, all right? You're getting You're getting Mandalorian and Grogu next week. All right, you're getting the movie next week. I'm taking Jaden, and my brother Pierce. All four of us are gonna go watch Mando and Grogu. So I don't want to hear it. Anyway,
my birthday is in a few days. I'm probably gonna see it with my cousin for my birthday sometime next week too. Not
And
the
that's
same day you're
awesome.
seeing it, but if not next week,
well,
the
I'm gonna
following
see
week.
it. I'm gonna see it twice. I'm gonna see it first night with. I'm gonna see it on Thursday with my grandfather and I, a day early, and then we're gonna go on. Hopefully, we're looking at Friday. Joel, Jaden, my brother, and I. We're all gonna go as a little group. And then afterwards, we might stop at Applebee's and eat some food or something like that. But yeah, going back to what I was going to say about Armstrong, though. Armstrong asked me, so apparently his son is 11 years old, okay? Okay. Well, anyway.
I think we have a troll.
Yeah, we definitely do have a troll. And I think I know who the troll is. So, yeah. Anyway, so I have Armstrong was like, I have an 11-year-old son. He's asking me, how do I watch Star Wars? And he's like, could you write me a list of how to watch the Star Wars movies and shows? And I'm like, yes, I can, sir. So I grabbed 2 pieces of paper, and I made it the most simplest way possible. You start with the OT, then you start with the prequels, and then you might be like, well, you're going to say the sequels next, right? And I'm like, no, I actually did not. I call it the Reign of the Empire trilogy. So you watch Solo, you watch the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, and then you watch Rogue One. That's what I would say. I grouped them together, as like the live action. You get what I mean? Like in between 3 and 4 of what to watch. And then I said, watch the sequels then.
Yeah.
And then he asked me, well, what about the shows? And I just said the same thing, like Clone Wars.
Yeah.
The new Maul show, Rebels, then Mando 1 and 2, Book of Boba Fett, Mando 3, Ahsoka, etc., etc. But anyway, let's go back to this shit though. The Dark Lord. So basically, what happens is
great title, by the way, for the Dark Lord.
Yeah, can we just say that's great?
Also, I forgot to mention when Ducky called Maul the Shadow Lord. That was great.
Oh yeah, no, that's true. I almost forgot about that. Anyway, going back to what I was saying though. Yeah, I think. Okay, so basically what happened was Vader, he killed do we want to say we might as well say what happens. So Vader does the very thing that this man over here legit said it was gonna happen. I was like, no, I don't see that, Dylan. And he's like, yeah, he's gonna die. Docky's gonna die to Vader, and guess what?
Doggy dies to Vader.
Dude,
I love this fight. I love that fight. So Maul and Docky team up, trying to just hold Vader back. They can't even fight him at this point. They're both old. They're both injured. They're trying to fight him off. And what eventually happens is Maul decides, you know what? It's time I go get my apprentice. The fact that, so he could have just left. He doesn't just leave. He force pushes Docky towards Vader. What the heck? Dude, that's pay. And then Vader kills him.
I'm actually going to say this. So I watched a lot of the behind the scenes stuff. And Sam Witwer said that there's multiple reasons why he actually pushed Docky. Yes. Is it because he wanted to get Devin to trust him and get rid of the apprentice? Yes, that's one reason.
Definitely.
2, Docky was not listening to him.
That's true.
You gotta realize that. Docky, legit, Maul's telling him, like, listen, we're not gonna survive unless if we draw upon our hatred. He's like, trust me, I was a Sith Lord. I understand.
And this
I'm
is
the
most
only
powerful
person that
that's
understands this shit. Like, trust me, I know what I'm talking about, dude. And he's like, no. And then the other thing was Maul is trying to also fight. He's trying to, survive to prevent what's her name? Devin from turning, like, from getting hurt from Sidious the same way that Sidious hurt him. You get what I mean? Because what he said in the previous episode was, I'm not going to let you, Sidious, do what you did to anyone else. So that is what Sam Witwer said, apparently. So he's like, there are 3 reasons why he actually force pushed Docky out. And when you kind of look at that, you kind of start to realize, that's interesting. I'm not saying it was right, because absolutely it was fucking murder. But
yeah,
I mean, again, though, he didn't kill Docky. He just kind of implied,
Oh no, he killed him.
Yeah,
Docky died.
Well, Vader died. Vader killed Docky, though.
Yeah.
Not Maul. That's what I'm trying to say.
It was definitely Darth Vader, but Maul, you didn't help.
Yeah, he played a little role. And then guess what was the funniest part? Lawson saw it, and then Lawson died shortly after.
Yeah, no, actually, Joe, that's it.
Okay, well, yeah, let's get to this. So basically, this show is Maul trying to be cool, but Vader shows up and decide to make it about him being by ore farming. Yes, basically, yeah, 100%.
Yep.
I'm just glad Vario didn't die. Yeah, he's the only one out of Maul's crew that didn't die. Yeah, no, that's true though. Yeah, no, that's true. And Vario even had a little moment of shine. Where he's like,
I really like that
I'm
moment where Vario's like, I'm not tiny, I'm super big, whatever he says. I'm super tall. Yeah. I'm not small, I'm super tall. I'm not small, I'm super tall.
Yeah. Legit. Vario just going out there and then him getting blasted, then he's running his ass out of there.
Dude, you know what's insane? Look, as fantastic as Vader and Maul and Docky and Devin are, actually, the other side is just as good. We got Lawson, Riley on the Stormtroopers, and Two Boots and Vario. It was fantastic. Every part of it was fantastically entertaining. Like, there isn't one part that I'm like, oh, you know what? I wish they did that. No, both sides were entertaining. That's incredible that the writing was so good on that.
Okay. So Docky thought he could take on Vader. Yes, he did. Bro, can we talk about that train sequence? Because goddamn, absolute peak. Yeah, the train sequence in the I think it was like episode 6. Yeah, that was peak.
Yeah, that was good.
And now let's talk about this because this is true.
Yeah.
Lawson could still be alive. Yes, that is true.
He apparently sacrificed himself so Wiley and Devin and everyone else could get to the ship and fly away. Apparently, but we never saw a body.
But the thing is, though, why would the story make him see Maul betraying what's his name if he's just gonna die? You get what I mean? Like, I think that was just pure setup. Like, he's just there, and then it's like, okay, yeah, we just want Lawson. We want the audience to think Lawson's dead, and then come like season 3 or whatever, Lawson
or halfway
will come
through
back,
season 2.
you know, or halfway through season 2. I think season 3 more so, but yes, I think. But yeah, no, I do agree with Funeral Drinker, actually, that
No body,
Lawson
no death, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially in this show where we literally have seen body after body after body.
That's true, actually. Yeah, not gonna lie. Also, Lawson is just a huge character, too.
Yeah.
Like, you think, like, I mean, it's going to be a little bit weird. Well, we'll talk more about predictions for season 2 because I have a shit ton of predictions to talk about.
I don't. I just want a good show. I'm getting a fantastic show. What I can also say is I really like how they're doing the death scenes in the show. Look, that's something that I really appreciated about the Clone Wars. Rebels, they did it a few times, but they didn't do enough for me. It was a little bit more of a, I'm not going to say childish show, but it was a little bit of a younger audience. Clone Wars did the deaths almost perfectly because what they kept doing is they basically cut away, but they never took away from the actual death. You felt every single time someone died in Clone Wars. Now, this show obviously does show some of the deaths, but they do it in a way where it's just perfect. It's not bloody guts and gore everywhere, right? But it's just perfect, and you feel every single loss.
All right, Joel, I will explain your question then, but first off, Funeral Drinker comes in. This series has so many likable characters too, which was very surprising. That is true.
Yeah, true.
I made that a point in the last 2 reviews that we had of Maul too. Like, this is how you write an actual show.
Yep.
Is that, you know,
I don't
like,
think there was one character I didn't like.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, yeah, there are characters that I prefer over other characters, but
Same.
I gotta say, like, I loved Maul, I loved Devin, I loved Docky, Lawson was good, Two Boots was fun.
Yep.
You get what I mean? Like,
dude, I like that one. What's his
like
name?
favorite.
That one. He's not a
my least
stormtrooper.
favorite.
He's an officer.
Yeah.
I like the officer. I can't remember his name.
Oh, Blake! Lieutenant Blake! Yeah.
Dude, I like.
How dare you forget Lieutenant Blake's name? Blake is our savior.
Not mine. It's maybe yours. But no, I like Lieutenant Blake.
He's not mine, buddy. So does this show take place after Rebels, or where does this take place in the timeline? Okay.
It takes place after Clone Wars, before Rebels.
Yeah. So this is basically the middle show of okay, you know what? If I showed this to you, Joel, I would have showed you, and this is talking about TV show wise, Clone Wars, Bad Batch, and then this show, and then after this show, Rebels. That's how I would show it to you. The animated stuff, that's how I would say it. It legit is like a year after Order 66, which that's episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, when the Jedi all died due to Darth Sidious. So that's where this show takes place. Okay?
Now remind me about Solo.
What?
Remind me about Solo. Is this after or before Solo? I can't remember.
This is before Solo. We're
Before
probably
Solo.
gonna
That's what I
lead up.
thought.
This is what this show. I'm telling you, this show. The fact that Filoni said he wants multiple seasons like Clone Wars, like he wants this to basically be the next Clone Wars. If that's true, this could be like 7 seasons, dude. Like I'm telling you, because
I just need 3. I just need 3. I would really, I mean, I could see 7. I just need 3. And here's why I say 3, right? There's a lot of really great story within this. Clone Wars. As much as I love Clone Wars, I grew up on Clone Wars. It has a lot of, I'm not going to say filler, but it has a lot of just, it's a good time waster, basically. It's not filler as in, this is just a filler episode, you can skip it, but it just, to the grand scheme of things, there's only so many arcs in Clone Wars that actually make sense. And when it comes to this right now, I don't really want to see any filler. 3 seasons, I think, is perfect.
Joel, that is true. This is year 1 Vader.
This is year one Vader.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. This is him at his ultimate height,
Yeah.
This is him. This is how I word it. This is before he's the cocky little bastard where he talks back to people. Because trust me, that's how I would word the OT, the original trilogy Vader. He just talked back. Like when Tarkin was like mouthing off to him, or Moody, when Monty's like, "Your sorcery sways, Lord Vader," and then he's like, "I find your lack of faith disturbing." Or Krennic, what he did to Krennic in Rogue One, like his dad joke. Yeah. Choking on your aspirations, director.
Dude, I like the fact that in this, Vader didn't talk. And the reason why is because you don't need Vader to talk. His presence says it all.
I'm actually going to read what Filoni said about that, because Filoni did say something about that.
I read it too.
Yeah. Funeral Drinker said, "Not gonna lie, I did like and wanted more of Demas." So Demas was the crime lord in the beginning. The Reese alien guy that Vario killed him, betrayed him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I even thought he was kind of cool too. I really wanted? I wanted Maul to, like, when we saw Maul going back to his office, I legit wanted him to just be like, "This is my office now," because he just looks so cool up in that like skyscraper with the chair and all that. Like, I'm sorry, that's a badass crime lord thing, not gonna lie. Hang on a second, the phone is ringing. I'll be right back, Dylan. All right, just continue talking about Maul Shadow Lord.
Yep. So, you guys got anything to say in the chat? Yeah, this is legit year 1 Vader. Vader, such a great character, such a great show. I was obviously on the hype train, and I actually really want to give episode 9 a 10, and I want to give episode 10 a 10. Like, I feel like after some time, I'll go back to this and give it like an 8 or a 9. Like, I think it deserves an 8 or 9. But being on the hype train, I can't give it less than 10 because of Vader and because of Maul. It just turned out that good. What else can I say about the Maul Shadow Lords? Yeah, honestly, Maul Shadow Lords. I went in this expecting a decent show. That's all I wanted. I got something so good.
Okay.
From even year 1. Yes. Oh, dude, no, he's terrifying even from year 1.
Well, yeah. What I'm getting at is this takes place after the comics. Yeah. Like, the Vader.
Right after the comics one. Yep, he gets his lightsaber and.
Yeah. Like, The comics take place directly after episode 3, of course, because the first scene of it is when Vader screams, "No!"
Yep.
So,
Which I love. I love
yeah.
every part of it.
And yeah, no, but I think this takes place right after that. Yeah, because also in those comics we saw the Inquisitors form. So yeah.
And when you think about, dude, even in the comic books, when he's fighting that one guy for his lightsaber, he doesn't talk much.
That is true. Now, I'm actually going to bring up real quickly. Hang on a second. Just hang on a second. I'm going to bring up the Dave Filoni quote so that way I can actually read it for you guys. What the? Hang on a second. What are you talking about, Joel? Hey, is this kind of true topic? I heard Nightfall Vader is him at his most powerful. Is that true? Nightfall Vader. Are you talking about when he just turned to the dark side?
Nightfall Vader refers to the version of Anakin Skywalker right after he turned to the dark side.
I would say
yes. Yes, so Anakin, right after in Revenge of the Sith, right after he turned to the dark side, is his absolute strongest Vader ever. He's injured after his fight with Obi-Wan Kenobi, but during that fight, he is at his most powerful.
Yeah. All right, so let me read what Filoni said.
I think we might see the Darksaber sometime in this series.
Yeah, no, that's another question that I got. All right, so Maul is struggling to let go of hate, but Anakin got consumed by it. If he were to face what he did, it would destroy him, destroy him more. I find a lot of pity for him because of what he did and the depth of his treachery. And that's Darth Vader. Anakin's trapped in there somewhere, and Darth Vader won't let him surface. And so to me, the key is not to give him a character. He's devoid of it because he doesn't care. Darth Vader does not care. He does not have compassion. He does not see you. He sees the things he wants to destroy, and he will do that. It's like the same feeling you got in Rogue One when he comes down the hallway. He doesn't talk to those guys. He's going to destroy them.
Yep.
He has a mission, and all of his remorse and all of his anger and all of his hate is in every swing that he does. That's how it's resolved. And then he also goes on to say that one of the biggest things, Dylan, why he with Vader and all of that is that he only talks really to people that he that Anakin Skywalker knows. No, that Anakin Skywalker knows. Like, you get what I mean? Like, for example, when he sees Obi-Wan Kenobi, the cracks of Anakin then shows up. Then he's gonna like start being like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna have to kill you." Yeah, I want to say a few things to you. Same thing with Ahsoka Tano. You know, when he saw Ahsoka, he's like, Anakin Skywalker's apprentice and all this other bullshit in that Twilight of the Apprentice episode. I don't know. It's okay for Vader to talk. I just think that when he means business, yeah, he really doesn't talk a whole lot. You're right.
No.
Funeral Drinker says, also was wondering if we're going to see the Darksaber at some point in the series. I do agree we do need to see the Darksaber because we do know that he's still in possession of it.
Mm-hmm.
You do realize that he had it on Dathomir in Rebels. So, and that's where Sabine took it. So,
yeah, he should have
why is he not using the Darksaber is beyond me. Or
well, he wants his red lightsaber. But no, did he lose it on Dathomir in the comics?
You know what? Yeah, I actually don't know.
He might have lost it in the comic books.
Son of Dathomir. In the Son of, you're talking about the comic books of Son of Dathomir. Yeah, I gotta actually look at that because I don't remember if he did or not. But yeah, you might be true about that. If Devin does indeed join the dark side, could she be the legendary Darth Talon? All right, yep, that's what we're going to be talking about next. Okay, so can I say when she screamed, "No, I'm going to kill him," and all of that, can I say this right now? Everyone thinks, oh yeah, Maul's gonna fight Vader again. Vader's gonna be the main villain of the whole show. Palpatine's gonna be the main villain of the whole show. No, guys, this is my theory, and this is my prediction. Devin is gonna be Maul's downfall.
Yes.
I think that is where they're gonna go. You know, Devin, Maul is gonna train Devin everything that he knows. And then she's going to betray him. Yep. I'm telling you that right now.
Especially if she ever finds out that he did not help Daki.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think Devin is, she's going to become Lord Talon, not Darth Talon. They're not going to take the Darth name because they're not Sith. But yeah, she's going to become Lord Talon. And she is going to go full psycho. She's going to become even worse than Maul. Maul's going to be like, oh my God. You know, I could even see her teaming up with Kira in the future. And then that's how they kind of like knock Maul down. Yeah, you get what I mean? Like,
yeah, they screw
Maul. I'm just trying to think that. I seriously think this whole show, it's going to be a really good show. Trust me. I really do think that's going to be like the apprentice is going to go after the master, and it's going to lead to Maul probably having to kill her, or maybe this is actually going to set her up to be in other shows or maybe a future movie, which I hope that they do because Devin's actually a really good character. And
yeah, I really like Devin so far.
The strongest villain, like, character arc to become a villain in Star Wars in a while, I would say.
Other than maybe Vader. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
that's what I mean.
Asajj Ventress was more about villain becoming a hero, so.
Yeah, no, I don't count Ventress. I'm just saying, like, I think she has a lot of potential, though. Devin does. In the future, you know,
I can tell you someone who is not Reva.
Don't talk about Reva. Don't talk about Reva. Please don't talk about Reva.
Dude, I hate her. I hate her so much. It's funny because I liked her, and then I found out how she got stabbed not only by Nightfall Vader, she got stabbed by Vader again twice and still survives.
Yeah, you got it by Nightfall Vader. Yeah. How do you survive that? Like, seriously.
Yeah.
Okay. So again, let's go to Maul Shadowlord Season 2 predictions. Okay, so I think, again, this goes for the whole show, though. Devin will betray Maul, and she will become even worse than Maul as a villain. Like, she'll be eventually the rival to Maul, and I think the show's gonna end with a lightsaber duel between them two. You know, and it's something like that. I really strongly think that. I do think we're gonna see Palpatine in season 2. I'm not saying he's gonna play a major part, but I do think he will play a small role in it. Vader will probably play somewhat of a role. Marok needs to die somehow throughout the show because I mean he does get resurrected by Night Sister magic, so we do know that he's gonna die somehow.
Yep.
Um
Watch Vader just kills him for fun. No, it's not gonna happen.
And you know what? I'm actually gonna bring up funeral drinkers next thing. What could be next for the crime empire? Since Maul is no longer officially a Darth, I'm now wondering how his relationship with Crimson Dawn and his underworld empire evolves. And this is where I'm going at. Next one's Black Sun. I'm telling you that right now. Next one's Black Sun. And we're going to finally meet the canon version of Prince Caesar. So, if you guys do not know who Prince Caesar is, he was the main villain of Shadows of the Empire, the original book and the video game, in the comic books and all that shit. He's a fucking phenomenal character. You know, he fought against Luke Skywalker and Dash Rendar and all of that. He's a great expanded universe character. And we do know he is actually in canon. I'm going to tell you how we know. Because he's mentioned in the comic books from Kira in the War of the Bounty Hunter series. So we do know he does officially exist, and he is the ruler of Crimson Dawn. I mean, not Crimson Dawn, Black Sun. So what I would love is a fight between him and Maul, you know, or something like that, some type of rivalry, because Black Sun is a major criminal organization, which Maul did say in this season, like he still is after them even. So that's one. And I think the Hutts will be another one too. So because the Hutts was another criminal organization that he had. Okay. Joel, yeah, I know you got a dumb question. So how many Inquisitors got like 10? Why don't they just jump Vader and kill Palpatine? Okay, first off, Palpatine can kill all of them.
Yeah, the Inquisitors are not that they are not Sith. They are knights, basically. It's like the Emperor, Darth Vader is just below the Emperor, and then you got just a little henchman. The Inquisitors have nothing on Vader. Like seriously, like it's almost like the Emperor. Vader is like 90%. Every single one of these Inquisitors, 5%.
This is what I view the Inquisitors.
They're weak.
You know how Ventress was titled a Sith assassin?
They're all assassins, yeah.
They're all Sith assassins. They're not Sith. They're just assassins of the Sith.
They're assassins.
If that makes sense. You know, yeah, assassins for the Sith. Yes.
And they could not literally, if all 10 of them jumped either Vader or Sidious, lightning fingers all day long. They wouldn't even know what's coming. They have no chance against Palpatine.
Yeah, like
they're not strong at all. They're weak.
No, they're not. They're just
They're
pawns.
scary, but they're not.
Yeah, but they're just pawns. They're legit just
pawns.
Jedi that they turned bad. You know, they're
Yeah.
like, yeah, you know what? We'll give you this opportunity, even though we killed most of you guys. If you want to join our little dark side
if you
club,
want to live for 3 days, if you want to live for 3 more years before you end up all dead again, sure, why not? Because honestly, they have 3 years before they get killed. Every single one of them.
Well, yeah, before A New Hope, they're all dead. So it's like, yeah, no, you're true. That's right. Yeah, so with that being said, guys, I mean, like, I'm trying to think of other predictions. Yes, Lawson will come back at some point.
I don't think he's dead.
If the Hutts, like I said, the Hutts come back or something like that, they could intertwine that with like the other Filoni-verse stuff.
Remember
like,
the Hutt twins? We could end up.
That's what I mean. We could see the Hutt twins, you know, from Mando and Grogu and Book of Boba Fett. They could appear in this. We could see Embo in this. I would love to see Boba Fett too in this. Not as a crime lord, of course, because he hasn't become a crime lord, but as just another bounty hunter.
We just see young Mando walking, training. No, please don't do that.
That's too much. No, I don't want to see young Din Djarin. I want to see Boba Fett though. I want to see Boba. You know, maybe Bosk. Yeah, but that's all like little things. Like that's not like if I don't get that, I'm not gonna be disappointed.
Yeah,
but I will say
all I want is a good show.
Yes, and I also want Black Sun. I want Black Sun. You guys better give me Black Sun. If I don't get Black Sun versus Maul, next season, I think they're stupid if they don't do that. Not gonna lie,
I don't know.
I highly think they are gonna do that. And I trust you, Filoni. I trust you, buddy. I trust you. Okay. As one Pennsylvania Star Wars fan
dude,
to
even
another.
if they don't do it though, dude, you might have something better planned.
I trust you, okay?
Trust Dave Filoni because he might have. Okay, you know what? That is something else that I want to talk about. Okay, so here's a big situation, right? And this was the kind of almost scary situation. This honestly, let's face it, was a test. This is Dave Filoni's big test. If this failed, which obviously it didn't, thank God. If this failed, if this turned out to be just as bad as everything else, it would prove that Kathleen Kennedy was not responsible for all the BS. Now we can basically say confirmed that it was studio meddling and Kathleen Kennedy that ruined a lot of those TV shows that Dave Filoni was trying to put out. I think I can confidently say that. What do you think?
Okay, so again, and we're going to segue into the other Filoni projects after this. Yes, so we're going to be kind of delaying the Mandal review a little bit, but I'm going to say this. Yes, this is the first test for our boy Dave Filoni. I've always supported Dave Filoni. Now, I've not always liked everything that he's done, such as the next thing that we're reviewing, Mandalorian Season 3.
I did not like The Bad Batch.
The Bad Batch, he only wrote one episode, so I don't count that as his. And I did not like Book of Boba Fett a whole lot. Like it's like a guilty pleasure. Book of Boba Fett is a guilty. Like some episodes are good, some episodes are bad. It was a disappointment though.
Honestly, it just felt like Book of Boba Fett was rushed, and they needed a second look at it. That's all.
Yeah.
Because they honestly had fantastic ideas.
Yes. But everything else I've loved from Dave Filoni. And the only, to me, stupid decision that Filoni has done as of recently is making Sabine Force sensitive That's the only decision that I think, Dave, I love you, but I think you went a little too far in some places.
Yep,
to
that's
quote
the only
what
decision
happened
that
with
I
George,
didn't like. I did not like that myself.
Yeah, everything else I loved. I loved the first 2 seasons of Mando. Ahsoka season 1 is my thing. Like everyone knows me as the Ahsoka guy. Like I love Ahsoka season 1. I just dislike Sabine being force sensitive, but everything else, Grand Admiral Thrawn, Balin Skull, Shin Hati being a Hati, and the Night Troopers, Peridia, the Mortis Gods, Ahsoka herself, the World Between Worlds, Anakin. Like, yeah, I love all that shit. All right, that's Star Wars to me. But
well, here's the thing about that, Joe. Here's the thing. He doesn't know Kenobi is alive yet. Once he finds out Kenobi is alive, he's gonna go nuts for Kenobi. He thinks Kenobi
that
is
is
dead.
actually true. I forgot to bring that up. I'm sorry, Joel. Yeah, so he currently thinks Kenobi's dead because of Order 66, Joel.
Yep. He's gonna find out Kenobi is alive, and he's gonna go nuts.
Yeah, that's in Rebels, though. That's in Rebels, and that's why that fight with Obi-Wan is in Rebels, Joel.
Yep.
So he doesn't find out until way later in the timeline. A decade or so. Anyway, so I do think though, Rookcast could maybe also be alive too. No, that's not true, Funeral Drinker. You know why? Because they legit confirmed that she's dead. The actress herself, they legit asked her, hey, how would you like Vader to kill you? And legit, she's like, I want to be strangled by him. I want him to completely obliterate me or something like that. And they're like, okay, yeah. And then they're like, well, we can't show that completely. So that's why you hear the neck crack, and you hear the, she's dead.
He crushed her one point. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. She's dead. She's already dead.
Yeah, she's dead. And that's why I like how the show is set up, because it's kind of like, okay, this is interesting because all of Maul's guys, besides Vario, is gone. He has Vario, he has Devin, and then he has Crimson Dawn eventually, with Dryden and Kira then down the line. And that's where it's interesting. Now, what do I think about Riley and Two Boots? I have no idea what's going to happen with that whole thing, because remember, they're going to the mom apparently.
Yep.
I don't know how
that back to her mom, and that's going to be hard because it's the Empire.
Yeah. Okay. So going back to this, yes, this was Filoni's first test, and so far he did succeed. 100%, he did succeed. Now
his second test is going to be the live action Mandalorian.
Yeah, and I'm going to talk about this. So let me actually type this out real quick. The Mandalorian and Grogu first reviews. Okay. It's iffy. The first reviews. And I'm going to preference this by, I think people don't understand what this movie is trying to accomplish. So, a lot of people are going into this thinking, oh man, this movie's going to be this needs to be great. This needs to be amazing. This is Star Wars on the big screen and again. And it's what I'm hearing is that, it's a small story with Mando and Grogu, and that's really it. I'm
that's exactly what we need, though.
Exactly what I need, though. That's what I need. They're it's just an extended it's like they just combined a season into 2 hours and like
right now, that's what we need. We need a
and
good
I don't give a
Mandalorian
fuck.
season.
Yeah, that is all that I need. I need a smaller scale Star Wars story right now. Like
So
that's
do I.
all that I need. I need Mando and Grogu to become characters again. After the lackluster of season 3, which we are going to be talking about, of course. Season 3 was awful. And it wasn't even a story about Mando and Grogu in there.
I am completely certain that the reason why it turned out so badly, though, is because of studio milling, rushing it, and Kathleen Kennedy wanting to get something out quick.
Yeah, and I just want a story about Mando and Grogu. That's legit.
That's all I want.
Because the last thing that was technically their story, Bo-Katan legit took over it. So I just want Mando and Grogu going on a small little adventure with Rod of the Hutt. And find some remnant Imperials, like some warlords or whatever shit that they're doing. I don't need character. Like, a lot of people are like, yeah, there's barely any character development for these characters. And guess what? I don't really need this movie to be fully like character driven. I just need a good, like, this is what I'm hearing. It's basically John Wick. This is Mando in a John Wick movie. Like, Mando's tasked to go on a mission, and apparently that mission becomes a bigger mission, makes it a bigger deal, a bigger mess, and then Mando and Grogu has to like try and fix it, basically.
So they really want us to believe that he's gonna die in this movie, and yeah, that's absolutely not gonna happen. Like the trailers make it sound so dramatic. It's not gonna happen.
Is it true that the story of Star Wars is told through the memory of R2-D2? Just asking. I heard something about this before.
So it is not 100% confirmed. It is a fan theory, but when you really look through the story, it makes so much stupid sense that it comes from that little droid telling the story.
George Lucas himself said that that's true, though.
Yep. George Lucas himself wants it to be. So, if George Lucas says it, while it's never actually confirmed in the show, it might as well be.
I think the Skywalker part is true. Like the nine movies, yes. Like even the sequels, because R2-D2 was there. Yes.
Which is why I still think we should have ended it with the droids telling some kids the stories of Star Wars.
Yes.
That's what
I do agree with that.
And if they do, I can't believe I'm saying this, if they do 10, 11, 12, which I really kind of don't want them to do, at least not about Rey. If you do 10, 11, 12, don't do it about Rey. But if you do 10, 11, 12, in 12, with them walking through the sands of Tatooine, and R2-D2 is telling C3EPO the stories because a C3PO can't remember stories.
Yeah, because C3PO can't remember dog shit. Yeah, no, that's true. And then he steps on dog shit too, and then he's like, "Oh no!"
And then that's the story. That's the story. Everything we have with Star Wars is literally R2-D2 trying to explain it to C3PO.
And then C3PO steps on dog shit, and he's like, "Ah!"
That's Star Wars. And he's still a couple little kids too.
Goes right in.
That's the ending. That's my canon ending to the entire series. I'm sorry, and it needs to happen.
Yeah. I'm telling you. Okay. So going back to what I was saying. So right now, the first reviews are, some people are saying, yeah, it's a great popcorn movie. It's fun. Apparently, all the kids are loving this movie.
That's the important thing right there.
That's hard, right? Because
here's the
Star
thing.
Wars
Here's the thing,
is made
right?
for kids. Like,
Here's the thing.
legit.
It's not just that, right? It's not just that. Think about this. What Disney said that the reason why they went woke was because they thought the audience was there. The audience was not there. Kids don't want to watch gay stuff. I'm sorry, that's just the facts. And facts don't care about your feelings. It's the truth. When it comes to the new Star Wars stuff, it may have been a bit controversial. It may have made a lot of noise, but not a lot of people actually loved it. People loved The Mandalorian. Even season 3, while us hardcore fans may have had a couple things about it, the kids loved Mandalorian and Grogu. They made, once the first Mandalorian season came out, they made bank on those Mandalorian and Grogu dolls, dude. They made bank from kids buying that stuff. If you're going to make this for anyone, as much as I'm a Star Wars fan and I'm going to go see it, it's the kids you kind of got to target because they're the next one. If we don't get the next generation after us into this, man, Star Wars is going to die.
Well, see,
Star
that's
Wars
the
was
thing.
almost dead from Kathleen Kennedy because she couldn't get anyone new to watch it.
That's true, because the thing is, the sequels were supposed to accomplish that, and I'm going to say it. Sequels at first did accomplish that. When Force Awakens came out, when Force Awakens came out, I wanted to dress up as Kylo Ren. Technically, I still want to dress up as Kylo Ren, but that defeats the point.
You're just a Vader fan. You're just like I'm a Vader fanboy. You're a Kylo fanboy.
I am a Kylo fanboy. I'm proud to be a fucking Kylo fanboy. All right.
I'm your grandpa.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Grandpa. How are you doing today? Hey, I have your burnt helmet just sitting over here.
I know, right?
I have your burnt helmet chilling right here. I got. Anyway, no, and real shit though.
Yeah,
Force Awakens did accomplish that. Like, I even saw little girls dressing up as Rey, and people loved BB-8 and all of that shit. It was Last Jedi and Rise of
split
Skywalker.
the fandom in half. That was the big deal.
Yeah, that was the biggest thing. Those other two films, that was what really killed it for their momentum. And then,
honestly, Episode 9 is a big Band-Aid, and it left a lot of cracks through. Let's just say that.
Yeah, and then Mando and Grogu, like, that's all that the film just needs to target the next audience, because again, so this is going to become nostalgic for kids.
Yeah.
This might be the way. Legit, Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni said, this is an entry point.
This is the way.
An entry point for people. This is like, if you're not even, you don't even have to watch Mandalorian to understand this movie, they said. Yeah, it would be kind of nice to watch it, but you don't have to. Like, they're legit just going to explain, like, hey, Mando is a bounty hunter, and that's his adopted son. That's all you need to know. And look, the troopers that are in white, those are bad guys. And those big fat slugs, they're also bad guys. That's all you need to know. You don't need to know about the
Put that on a slogan sticker, man.
You don't need to know even about Grand Admiral Thrawn. You don't need to know about that. You don't need to know about Ahsoka or anything like that. You are just supposed to go into this movie, watch a nice adventure film, a popcorn flick, and enjoy your time. Yes, it will build up on some future things, but it's going to be doing it sparingly. And guess what? That's fine. I'm not asking for this to be the next Avengers Infinity War. You get what? Or like a culmination film.
Honestly, man, this is what this movie needs to be. Okay? This is what this movie needs to be. If the Mandalorian is Iron Man, then this needs to be either Thor or Iron Man 2. You know what I mean?
I kind of get that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of get that. No, basically, this is what it needs to be. I'm gonna pretend this is another Rebel pilot, not Poe.
Yep.
Hey, Dinjarin. Yeah. Hey, I got a mission for you. You know, it's about the Hutt twins and all of that. I need you to like figure out because apparently they're partnering up with the Empire. Oh, is that so? Well, I'm gonna take my apprentice Grogu with me. That's a little kid. Like, why are you doing? Because he's my apprentice, bitch. Now I'm gonna go and I'm gonna. Hey, do you have a ship for me though? Because if I'm gonna like take people, my N1 is not gonna fit. Yeah, I got the Razor Crest over here. Yeah, we got a rebel themed Razor Crest. Okay, just go take that back. Okay, do. Oh shit, I fucked up big time. Now what do we do, Grogu? All right, well now we gotta fix it. That's what it just needs to be.
That's what it needs to be.
That's exactly what it needs to be, you know? And then they're just driving in the new Razor Crest. That's what it needs to be, guys.
That's what it needs to be. That's all I'm asking for. Here's the thing. And this is the problem that I'm seeing with a lot of people. I don't know about you guys, but I'm tired of 10s. They say it's 10. They say it's 9. It's going to be fantastic. I'm tired of going in expecting a 10, and it ended up being a smelly fish 1. 1, 2, 3 if you're lucky.
Yeah,
I'm tired of that.
Way.
All I want is a 7. Not 6, not 5, a 7. 7 is not a 7 is a C. A C.
Why?
All I need is a C.
Why can't we be excited for shit that's not an A? Like, you get what I mean? Like, maybe I just want a solid B. Yep. You get what I mean? And that's what this movie.
I'm not even going for a B. I'm going for a C. Now,
I think it's gonna be a B though.
Yep.
I'm not expecting an A. I'm not expecting an A plus. I'm expecting a B or a B minus. That's what I'm expecting from this movie. Me personally, you know.
Yeah. Now, Maul as an entire series, I think I went in it as a 7, and I think it ended up being a 9.
Yeah. It's like an A.
Again, I just
this is an A.
The Mando, the Mando, I just need Mandalorian. I just need a 7. I just need a C. Yeah. I'm not even going for that B, like you are. I'm just going for that 7.
That's the truth, though. No, I 100% agree with you. Now, going on to the next thing, though, the next thing is Ahsoka season 2's delay. Okay.
Heard about this?
So as soon as I heard this, Dylan was the first person to hear my reaction because I was on Discord.
Yeah, good reaction.
And I screamed at the top of my lungs, and I screamed, "No!" Because I'm sorry, the lineup for this year was perfect. Like, you had Maul, you had the movie Mando and Grogu, and then Ahsoka season 2. Like, oh my god, we're gonna get the answer. Like, is Filoni gonna save us? That's why I mean. Like, you get what I mean. And now it's like, hey, it's a little bit delayed. That answer, you kind of can't. You can only answer half of that this year, you know? Now we got to wait till next year to get the full answer almost, you know? Yep. And it's like, fuck, you know?
Yeah. But it's basically a game of three strikes and you're out. And so far he got 1 good strike. He's got to get 2.
Well, see, I'm okay with Filoni. Here, this is what I'm gonna say. I know it is very unwise, Dylan, to think that Filoni might not like. he might fuck up one project, but and I'm okay with that. Actually, I don't want that. I don't want any of his projects to be fuck ups, but one project, because again, this is a reset for Star Wars. I'm not going to just say, oh, he made one bad thing, I'm done now. It's like, no, he made the Maul show good, so that's one. Let's say the Mandalorian movie's good. Okay.
Yeah, no.
Let's say
I'm in my seat. I'm in my seat now. So I'm not getting out. I'm not getting out. Basically, so this is the thing what it is for me. Maul episode 1 through, I think it was 1 through 7. I was not in my seat. I was at the door poking my head through, and with every episode, I kept getting closer and closer to my seat. Episode 9 and 10, episode 8, 9, and 10 came out. I'm in my seat. I'm buckled up. I'm enjoying the hyperspace lane, guys. And I'm not gonna walk out. I'm not it takes a while to unbuckle me from the hyperspace lane before I walk out. That's
why I mean it. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say. It wasn't like I remember for you, the Sabine moment was like one of the biggest parts.
That was a tiny little feather. I had both. Yeah, I was only one door. I was only one door out the door. You had multiple
years of building up to that, like from the Kenobi show, from Bad Batch, from Gina Carano's firing, from this and that.
Yeah,
and
it was
now,
a tiny feather, but it was nothing over.
But now that's a reset. We're here, and I'm just gonna say this: it's very realistic for. Okay, maybe the first 3 projects, like all the way up to Ahsoka Season 2, they're all good. And then maybe Star Wars Starfighter comes out, the next movie after Mando and Grogu next year. Let's say that movie sucks. Now, I don't really think that's true, but let's say that movie sucks, okay? Am I going to be like, man...
No, you know what I'm gonna do? This is what I'm gonna do, dude. I'm gonna be unbuckling my seatbelt, but hey, it's gonna take me a little while to unbuckle that seatbelt. It's gonna have to be 2 strikes in a row before I'm out. You know what I mean?
See, for me,
I'm strapped in right now, so
3 strikes. I'm out.
Yep.
Yeah.
For me, I'm strapped in. It's gonna be hard.
It also needs to be like 3 strikes in a row too, because honestly, like I could kind of forgive like 1 strike, like once in a while, and be like,
but dude,
okay,
1 strike in a while, yes, but I don't want 1 strike good, 1 strike good, 1 strike good.
No. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is like, you know how Marvel was a little bit when they were great. Marvel did put out some stinkers.
They put out like 4 good ones and then 1x, 3 good ones, 1x. That's much better than
That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say to you. All right. Yeah. I'm going to the bathroom real quick. We're gonna start talking about Mando season 3 now. Okay. So I'll take a quick break though.
Hello. I don't know what to do. He left. I gotta feed my cats. When he gets back, I gotta feed my cats. Yeah, no, the Grogu movie, I just want a 7. It doesn't have to be a 10. I'm so tired of them telling us it's going to be a 10, and it ended up being a 1. And I'm sorry, if you're going into this movie expecting a 10, you're not going to end up with a 10. It's going to be a 7. And if you're disappointed at the 7, then that's on you. You shouldn't be disappointed at the 7.
this is what I'm gonna say though, real quick before we go to Mando. Star Wars Celebration tickets disaster. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about this because I was the one who.
I got actually feed my cats.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so Star Wars Celebration tickets went on sale last week on May 6th, and I was in line very, very early. And I was also watching Tony, aka Star Wars Sith's live stream, and I was waiting for Star Wars Celebration tickets, and I legit had to wait in line for like 3 hours. And luckily, I did get 2 individually 4-day tickets for my friend and I that are going to be going to Star Wars Celebration next year. But the fact is, they allowed a lot of people to buy out the tickets, scalpers and all of that. 20 tickets per person, and people were reselling them for like $6,000, $5,000, and it just took forever for us to get tickets, and most of them all were sold out. So luckily, my friend and I, we got I got the tickets for my friend and I. At least I did that. Like, I legit accomplished a really close thing. But I've been getting now messages from some people, and they're like, well, you're lucky because I waited in line, because I wanted to go to the 50th anniversary of Star Wars Celebration. They waited in line, and they couldn't even get any tickets because it was all sold out. So they're like, you're lucky that you and your friend are going to be going next year. It's like, well, thank you. It's like... But it's the truth. Like, I can't believe that they did that. Very bad. Okay. Joel's like, so for the Maul show, he became a crime lord. Then what, the Empire found him and wanted him dead? I guess Palpatine wanted to tie up loose ends. Yes, Joel, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. Maul became a crime lord in the Clone Wars, and this is just continuing from where he was in Clone Wars. So going back to Joel, we'll watch it. Trust me, dude. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start not doing overtime as much for Saturday, so that way you and I can hang out and we'll watch. We still gotta watch Superman and Peacemaker season 2, which we'll watch that, and then we'll start our Star Wars binge stuff. But yeah, we'll get into it, dude. Trust me. Okay. So Dylan, are you ready, bro?
For the worst season of Mandalorian? Yeah.
Yeah.
This is not going to be very long. It was trash, Dan. I'm kidding.
Honestly, this is not going to be like the other retrospectives where we went through every episode and explained what happened. Instead, this is basically just, I'm going to tell you what did happen. And we're going to go through what were our positives, what were our negatives. And
I also have an idea I actually want to talk about on how you could fix this entire season.
Okay. Well, we can talk about that then. And also the biggest one is, what is, here, wait, hang on a second. Why did the Mandalorian season 3 not work? I do have a poll for that, but guess what? I do have a poll, another one, and I'm actually going to release it right now. So if you guys could read that right now on the screen, it says, out of all live action Star Wars projects, which are you most excited for? We got, if you type number 1, you're most excited for Ahsoka season 2. If you type number 2, it's The Mandalorian and Grogu. If you type number 3, Star Wars Starfighter, and number 4 is the rumored Skeleton Crew Season 2. Are you serious, dude? You're no. I'm number 1. See, I'm number 1. You can't do that to me. Number 1 for the win. You can't do that, you know?
I'm going number
Ahsoka
4.
Season 2, continuing with Ahsoka, though, real quick, that show is the most important thing right now. Like, it's even more important than Mando and Grogu, Dylan. Like, that's why I'm wanting to see it. And I think that's why
I agree with you. I just want to see what they do for Season 2.
That's why
I knew no one was going to pick that, so I wanted to pick it.
So, guys, if you type in the chat, it will show up. If you type 1, 2, 3, or 4, it will show up right there. But I'm legit going to end it in a few minutes. But yes, we'll review Mandalorian now. You know what? I'm just going to remove it. I thought it was going to be more eventful. Okay, hide. All right. So, what happened in this season of Mandalorian? Okay, so the Empire, like I said, in this time period. Oh, number 4. Joel, are you serious? You fucking Skeleton Crew. You are something. I mean, I like Skeleton Crew, but how fucking dare you guys? Like, for real.
That's funny. Thank you, Joel.
Okay. So, going back to the Mandalorian Season 3. Okay, so because of this point in the timeline, the Empire is now scattered because the Empire is basically all destroyed. There's now remnants of the Empire. Palpatine is gone. Vader's gone. All this is all gone, okay? Besides some warlords, some Imperials that are still taking some troops and all that bullshit. Okay, well, in this season, Mando is now reunited with Grogu after Book of Boba Fett, and now Mando is tasked to redeem himself by going to Mandalore and bathing in the waters of Mandalore. And I don't know what Dylan is doing, but
I got a cat.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, this review, it's really hard because the season's just so awful. That's the problem. Bo-Katan, basically, okay.
She takes over the Mandalorian.
Yeah, Bo-Katan basically took over Mandalorian. Bo-Katan took over Mando's own show. She wanted to reclaim Mandalore, the whole planet. So she had to unite both tribes of Mandalorian, the guys who wear their helmets, the guys who don't, who can take off their helmets. And basically, they have to join together to reclaim Mandalore. And then while they're trying to reclaim Mandalore, they find out, oh shit, Moff Gideon's base, he's actually always been here. And he's currently trying to make clones out of Grogu's blood. That's why he's been after Grogu this entire time. Not because of Snoke or any connection to revitalizing Palpatine and Rise of Skywalker. It was just for his own bullshit, you know, my clones bullshit. And yeah, Bo-Katan and Mando saved the day. Moff Gideon is dead, question mark. You he can come back if they really want to. I'm just saying that's the truth. Like, what do you think, Dylan? What do you think about this season? I'm legit just summarizing it. What do you think about Mandalorian season 3 in its entirety? It's a disappointment.
Okay, so I was watching it, right? And this is kind of the funny thing because I haven't watched it in years, man. It's been a long time. And sorry for the cat. But the funny fact is I was enjoying the first couple of episodes until like maybe I think it was episode like honestly was it like episode 3 or episode 4 when they literally just switch. They literally take the focus off Mando and Bo-Katan and give it to the Doctor.
Yeah, that's episode 3. So you're saying that you like episode 1 and 2, which I liked it too. When Mando was going to get redeemed, when it was that stuff, like he actually had a sorry guys, a character arc, you know? And then even the beginning of episode 3. Episode 3's beginning was the TIE fighter chase, with the TIE interceptors.
Honestly, it wasn't until the Pershing, the Dr. Pershing stuff came up that I lost. Because once he showed up, man, I'm serious, I lost complete interest in it. Complete interest. And then after that, I think it was so Bo-Katan and Mando are helping Vizsla. Honestly, man, I say keep it. Honestly, I think that stuff was actually really cool. Could you kind of trim it out, make it a little faster, make it go a little faster? Yes, but I think you could have had you had 2 episodes of that. You could have had 1 episode of that, or better yet, this could all be in a Mandalorian movie. That's where I was going to go. So why don't I just get into what I would do if I was going to fix it? Okay, so Mando is no longer a Mandalorian. His big mission is to go to Mandalore, bathe in the waters, and he ends up recruiting Bo-Katan. Bo-Katan won't go there, but then we have the whole situation where Grogu goes to Bo-Katan. Bo-Katan comes to help. I say basically the first 2 episodes, let that be like the first 30 minutes of the movie. Cut out a couple little stuff for time. I think the first 30 minutes of a good movie, that right there. And then after that, basically what I would do is them all together, Mando and Bo-Katan are trying to unite the Mandos. Don't just have it. Don't let Bo-Katan let her. It's not that she can't be the main focus. It's that she takes too much focus off Mando. So if they're both working together to join the Mandalorian together, it doesn't feel like she's taking over the show. If you did you did it right. The
problem is that she was made as the main character, and it's like, this is not Bo-Katan's show. This is
not her story.
Mando and Grogu's show, and the biggest problem is so many fans are like, well, why bring back Grogu if he's not going to do anything in this season?
Exactly.
Which is true.
That's where I was going. That's where I was going. I had something to do with Grogu and Mando. Okay, so they're trying to get the Mandalorians together, and what ends up happening is Moff Gideon is back, and he's attacking. I can't remember the name of the planet.
Navarro.
Navarro. He's attacking Navarro with the Darksaber. She obviously no, he wants the Darksaber. He's looking for the Mandalorian. He's going after the Mandalorians. So what do the Mandalorians have to do? They have to team up and fight Navarro. They literally go there, and we literally just cut out all of the pirate stuff. It's literally just Mando versus Moff Gideon with all the Mandalorians backing him up, including Bo-Katan. He's the main focus. She's the side character. Keep it like that. And keep Grogu. Give Grogu a little bit more to do. Make it a two. Literally, it could have been 4 or 5 episodes. Make it a 2.5 hour movie.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
2 hour movie.
This could have been like the first installment of a new Mandalorian trilogy. Not gonna lie.
Yep.
But I do agree with you.
And then cut out all the fluff from the season.
Yeah. From Jack Black and Lizzo does not need to be in this whatsoever. They're part,
and they don't need. Look, pirates are cool. They don't need them.
Guess what? I was gonna say, if they wanted pirates in this,
have the pirates work for Moff Gideon, right?
Well, they did work for Moff Gideon.
Yeah,
if you remember.
Yeah, but dude, it
this
just
is where I'm
feel
gonna say.
enough.
So remember, the one pirate left the pirates. His name was Vane. He left the pirates, and then he showed up with Jod's crew and Skeleton Crew.
Yeah.
Why not just make Jod be the villain? Like,
you know what?
Make the pirates be. Yeah. Like,
make Jod the villain. Don't even do the Pirates crew. Just make Jod. Make Jod the henchman of Moff. Not the henchman. What's happening is Moff Gideon makes a deal with him to find him the Mandalorian. Not the Mandalorians. The Mandalorian. Din Djarin. And so he's going after Din Djarin.
That's what I mean. And the thing is, because I know they did not want to like reveal Jod's face until Skeleton
You
Crew.
could put the helmet on Jod.
Yeah, keep his fucking helmet on for Mando season 3. You get what I mean? Just keep his helmet on the whole season.
You could literally fix the whole movie like that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So that way, then you connect it to Skeleton Crew, and then the fans of Mando are like, "Oh, we should also tune into Skeleton Crew." Skeleton Crew is no longer just it's a show that we could watch, but it really doesn't play any part. You get what I mean? Yeah. Like, but going back to this season,
I do have one more. This is honestly. This is just because it would honestly be just a cameo. I don't want him to be like a main character or anything, just a cameo character. But I would love it if we just got Hondo. Just one scene with Hondo.
You know what I want? I want Hondo to appear in, like, if they do a Mando and Grogu 2, or if they even do Mando season 4, I want Hondo to just appear. Yeah. Like,
why didn't you do Hondo? Why didn't you do Hondo instead of the one other guy? Come on. The other guy, look, I love the design of the green guy. Completely pointless.
You're talking about
honestly,
Embo.
the pirates honestly, the pirates
Embo is in here because he is the muscle of the Hutts. That's why he's in the Mando and Grogu movie. He is the muscle of the Hutts. Hondo is no muscle. I'm sorry.
He was pointless.
I know, but the thing is, though, they killed off Cad Bane. They can't bring Cad Bane back, okay? No. So they gotta bring in other.
So you have two other options. You got literally Hondo, or just bring Hondo as a cameo, and you got the one guy from. I can't remember his name. Skeleton Crew.
Jod,
thank you. You got Jod, you got Hondo. One of the two characters is all you need.
Guess what? Just wait. And then when we're watching Mando and Grogu, Hondo shows up, and then we're like, oh.
And if anybody's wondering who,
we're saying that now, and then a week from now, it's like, oh, surprise!
And this is mostly for Joe if he's still watching. If anyone is wondering who Hondo is, He's Star Wars version of Captain Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, that's basically true. It's legit just that's true.
Dude, I swear,
Gideon,
Captain Jack Sparrow and Hondo hanging out in a bar. What do you think those two would do?
I don't know, dude. I don't want to know. Anyway, and then Moff Gideon in this season, the biggest issue, like one of my biggest issues besides Mando and Grogu not doing anything and Bo-Katan taking everything, was how they treated. Okay, first off, I like. Okay, you know what? Let me actually go positives because there are some positives first about this season. Okay. I like the N1 Starfighter, but that's more so a Book of Boba Fett like than this. But I do like the use of the N1 Starfighter. Can I say that I also like R5 doing shit?
Yeah.
You know, the droid. I do like that R5 is technically the Mando droid. Like, he is now Mando's property. I like that, not gonna lie. Mando has a personal droid. I also liked the setup of a future season. Oh, now it's going to be a show. I mean, a movie. But, you know, Mando being like, hey, look, I want to work for you guys, the New Republic, take out Imperial warlords and be a bounty hunter again. I like that. I also like the fact that Moff Gideon all this time was actually at Mandalore. Like, that was his base. That was where his Imperial Remnant was. His location was there. That was his lair. That was his cave. That was his castle. You know, his base. I like that reveal because it makes so much sense of, hey, why did these people, like, because you got to look back at season 1. How did the client get Beskar alloy to give to Mando?
And you know what could have been a good thing, dude? You know what could have been a good thing? Remember I said earlier in the movie, Mando needs to go, in my movie that I'm making, Mando needs to go into the waters. Dude, when he goes into the waters and he's hanging out, we get him attacked, right? Why is he attacked by a couple of stormtroopers? And then he could have figured out that, oh no, that's where he is, and it could have just been in a huge thing, right? Of the Mandalorians trying to figure out what to do about it.
Yeah, no, that's true. Or even him seeing TIE fighters.
Yep.
You know, or something, or maybe R5 detects like a presence there through the scannings of the planet, or like ships are still flying around. And Mando's like, that's a little weird. Maybe there are survivors of Mandalore. And then he finds out, oh shit, no, there are no survivors. It's legit just
the Empire. It's Moff Gideon.
You know? Yeah, it's Moff Gideon. You know? Yeah,
and that could be a whole thing. And when like he gets captured, baby Yoda runs away to Bo-Katan. Bo-Katan comes and saves them. They fly back to the rest of the Mandalorians, and they're like, hey, we need to work together and go defeat him. Meanwhile, Moff Gideon attacks Navarro looking for Mando, not knowing where the Mandalorians are. You know what I mean?
I get that exactly, dude. I'm telling you, though, like, okay, but
why are we not screenwriters for?
I know, dude. I know that, dude. But so we got another positive that I like: Moff Gideon's outfit.
I really liked his outfit. The Beskar suit that looks like Darth Vader.
Yeah, the Dark Trooper. No, it's legit a modified Dark Trooper suit. So basically he's like, okay, well, the Dark Troopers did not work from Luke Skywalker, you know, slicing all of them the fuck up. okay, well now I'm gonna wear my own Beskar dark trooper suit, made out of Beskar alloy, and
Yeah.
I like that. I like the jet troopers, aka the Imperial Commandos. I like those too. I like seeing the TIE bombers and the TIE
And
interceptors.
dude, you know what? That is one thing I would actually do. Because this time it could have been crazy, right? We don't have Luke Skywalker with us. I would stun the regular Death Troopers, not the Death Troopers, the
I know the dark troop. Yeah,
the Dark Troopers.
I think one thing too that I'm gonna say. This is actually my favorite scene of the whole season. I'm gonna explain what is my favorite scene. Can you guess what my favorite scene of this season is? It's the only scene that I will actually kind of rewatch multiple times.
Go ahead and say it.
The Dark Council scene, where
That
you
was
see Gideon.
Probably the best scene in this entire.
Where you see Gideon walking into the room and you see all the warlords all talking to each other. You see Palion there, Captain Palion, aka the lead captain of Thrawn's fleet, the 7th Fleet. He's over here and he's like, guys, trust me, Grand Admiral Thrawn will return. We gotta just trust that he will eventually return. And then, Gideon's like, no, I think leadership just needs to be in me. Trust me. Hux, Brendel Hux, aka Hux's father. Hey, can you give me your Praetorian guards, please, and some forces from you? And he's like, all right, you'll have your guard, but you better get the Mandalorians taken care of, you know?
That would have been great.
I love all that because we're seeing just how the warlords are thinking. Like, they are more organized. We get a name drop of Thrawn. We see Palion there and all of that. We see Hux, which is a big part of the sequels. His son is of the First Order. All good shit, in my opinion. I that's all like, yes, we need that. That is necessary. Everything else is all bad. Right, Dylan? Yeah. First off, Moff Gideon with his clones obsession is a little weird. My clones. I wanted to make an unstoppable army. I wanted to make.
I would not do the clones. I would do the Death Troopers.
I'm over here like Gideon. Are you that like, I get it. He was always a little bit of a psychopath, but he was
I would just done the Dark Troopers, man. Because honestly, without Luke Skywalker, how are we going to defeat the Dark Troopers with just regular Mandalorians? It could have been great. Could have really put a lot of.
We'll see if they wanted to say, like, okay, let's say if Gideon had a top trooper, like a captain that was breaded for war, kind of like how Jango Fett, like you saw the Sifo Dyas was like, man, yeah, can we make him be the template of a clone army and all of that, like with also Tyrannus and all of that shit. We needed someone like that for Gideon.
Yeah.
But the fact that Gideon was like, I'm just breeding myself and I want the Force.
Remember what he says? He says he needs to put himself into it.
Yeah, like, that's what I mean, dude. Like, I don't understand. Like, Gideon, you were... I still love you as a Star Wars villain, but you kind of got a few points knocked down from this season. Like, it's funny because episode 7, when you got brought back, oh yeah, that's another problem. Moff Gideon did not come back in this. We did not have a main villain till episode 7.
Yep. We can't.
Episode
But dude,
7,
if that idea you and I talked about, where they found out that he is actually on Mandalore when Mando is trying to get redeemed by the Waters, dude, that would solve the entire issue.
Yeah, that's true. And you know what's another problem I have with season 3? I really wished if they just took off his helmet. Like, you get what I mean? Like, Mando should just be able to take off his damn helmet. Yeah. I mean, I get it. It's part of, like, his religion. It's part of his code. It's easier for filming with Pedro Pascal. I get it. But at the same time, though, can I just say it's a little bit dumb that he's like, especially after this season where he's like, yeah, I got redeemed. And then it's like, oh, hey, let's partner up with Bo-Katan's, night owls and all of that, which they can take off their helmets. And we'll all live in a huge society. But you're not going to accept Din as a Mandalorian if he takes off his helmet.
Yeah.
But you'll accept Bo as your leader.
You know what should have happened when Bo took hers off? Mando should have took his off. And they should have all removed their helmets.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to get at, They all should have taken off their damn helmets,
And it could have been one of those things where we're all unholy. Let's work together, and we can, and then whoever wants to can take a bath in the water later. Because we'll be on Mandalore when we're done. We'll win. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why, or something like that.
Honestly,
but I'm
if
just
all
saying,
of them took off their helmets, they would all be on the same team.
Well, I feel like when Mando takes off his helmet, it kind of means a lot more. You get what I mean? Like the story and all of that. So this is the only season, though, too, that he never took off his helmet. You do realize that, right? Yep. Season 1, he took off his helmet to the robot.
Well, I think, honestly, after bathing in the water, it would kind of be stupid if he took off his helmet and then needed to rebathe. Granted, if they all took their helmets off...
dude, you do know he does. Yeah, but he does take off his helmet in this movie. You know that from those trailers. So now the real question is...
Well, now he can just...
Why is he taking off his helmet? Yeah, no, that's true, but... But why is he taking off his helmet? That to me is interesting, though, because we don't see Din taking off his helmet all the fucking time. So you get what I mean. So
yeah, they really want you to think that he's gonna die.
They really do, I guess, huh? Well, and the funny thing is, Pedro Pascal straight up said to us, yeah, no, I'm coming back. He's like, I want to play Mando till like the day I die. That's what he said. So it's like, expect season 4 or a second movie if this movie does well. Just saying,
Yeah. Honestly, do we have anything else to talk about with this season? Because, bro, I'm telling you, it's a trash season. My rating for it?
Okay.
6.
No, you know what I rated? A 2. It's legit like almost as bad as Acolyte for me. It's actually like my second least favorite season of Star Wars television.
No, me too. I mean, I don't want to give it a 5. I think the lowest I'd give it is a 5. 2, you have to really be bad. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, but the only thing I really like about the season are like the costumes of the Imperial shit I like. You get what I mean? That's really it. Every other thing was just pointless, or it was, oh yeah, wait, can I talk about Bo-Katan? Okay, first off, the fact that they made Bo-Katan's whole personality, hey, I want to reclaim Mandalore. That's legit. her entire character, Dylan. That is why I think Bo-Katan, after a while, she became a bad character. I'm actually going to say that. Because, first off, what did she want in season 7 of Clone Wars? Like, to reclaim Mandalore. Okay? What did she want in Rebels then, once Sabine gave her the Darksaber? I want to reclaim Mandalore. What did she want in season 3 of
It's
the
funny
Mandalorian?
because in season 3, she almost gave up on that.
I know. But still, though, dude.
And then she does it again.
That's her entire character is reclaiming Mandalore. It's not like, ooh, let's actually dive deep into her character. Maybe she, like, you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And that's not, I love the actress. Katie Sackhoff is great.
Yeah,
but,
she's fantastic. And of course, we love the original Clone Wars Bo-Katan as well. So Bo-Katan is a fantastic character. It's just this isn't a Bo-Katan show.
I think Bo-Katan got worse from the repetitive storyline of her reclaiming Mandalore. Because you gotta realize now this is 3 times that she kind of failed at ruling Mandalore. 3 times a charm. 3 times a charm. I ruled it after Clone Wars. I ruled it after Rebels, and then I'm now ruling it currently. I'm fine.
Let her be the final, because she is a princess. Let this be the final time she actually rules.
Yeah, if she fails again, I'm gonna say, yeah, you better kill her then.
Yeah.
Like Din should take his place as the king of Mandalore then. Like, I'm done.
Or you could do this, because here's the thing. Here's something really, really interesting that I don't think a lot of people realize. I'm like the only person who realize. I told you this before. Okay? So Darth Maul. Darth Maul was the king of Mandalore. Who defeated Darth Maul? Obi-Wan Kenobi. Who defeated Obi-Wan Kenobi? Vader. Now, hold on. Who actually killed Vader? Luke Skywalker. Guys, Luke Skywalker is the Mandalorian king.
Oh, wait. Who defeated Luke Skywalker?
Kylo Ren?
No, Ray! Ray did. Remember in the raid? So now Ray is Queen of Mandalore.
Oh, yes, you're right. Ray's the Queen of Mandalore.
So she now took
so
the
now
Skywalker
we know what's
name,
the next movie.
Skywalker lightsaber, the Skywalker ship, the Millennium Falcon, and also Red 5 she took. She took the last name, and now she took the throne of Mandalore that's rightfully Luke's throne too, as well as the lightsaber and all that shit. Yep, now Rey is she's like the queen of Skywalker. The queen of everything. Anyway.
Oh, God.
We love Star Wars. Anyway.
We're such nerds. Okay. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say about Mando.
Yeah, no, me neither, really. I think I'm just excited for the movie because I know the movie's going to be better than this pile of dog shit. I'm like, that's it.
I agree with you.
That is what I need. Forget like the 7 or whatever shit, like the B. I just need it to be better than this season. That's all I needed. I need it to be better than this season and better than Book of Boba Fett. If it's better than that, and it's like, if I rank all the Mando
hold on. I got a question for you. Book of Boba Fett over Mando season 3. That's how I'm looking at this. What about you?
Book of Boba Fett is better than this season. That's clearly like
honestly. Okay, so if Mando season, it's not going to be. It's going to be better. But if Mandalorian Grogu movie is Boba Fett levels of, trash. It's still better than this season.
Yeah.
We're on the same page.
I'm gonna say this though. I think the Mando movie, just because the quality is there, I think it's gonna be better than both of those seasons.
I think so too. I'm just saying, if it's as good as the Book of Boba Fett, I'm gonna be happy. It's better not be as bad as Mandalorian.
I don't know
season
about
3.
Ahsoka. I don't know. I don't want to compare that with Ahsoka until I see the movie, because again, I liked Ahsoka season 1.
Yep.
So I don't want to know. I don't want to
Season
compare.
1 was great. It
Yeah.
literally, season 1 had I have one stupid, dumb nitpick. Granted, it was everything plus that nitpick that drove me away. But it was still just a stupid little nitpick. Honestly, it's a good series.
Yeah. I feel like people who complain about that, they just have not seen Rebels, so they don't understand some of the characters. Or
Dude,
no.
For me, dude, hold on. For me, Sabine Wren was amazing because of Rebels. She didn't need the Force.
No. I'm saying some people who critiqued Ahsoka, they did not understand. Like, for example, some people were like saying, well, why are there so many female characters in this show? And I'm like,
because it's Ahsoka.
Okay, well, because it's not just Ahsoka. It's because most of the Ghost crew are a bunch of women. Besides, Ezra's currently trapped on another planet. Grand Admiral Thrawn, the main villain, is also on another planet. You do have Balin Skull, so there's that one guy too. I'm sorry guys, but just all the female Ghost crew members are still around. Like, that's it, because Kanan died. Zeb's currently at the Mando movie. Like, you get what I mean? Like, I don't know really why Zeb separate. Well, they did say Zeb will be in Ahsoka season 2. But that's actually a really good question. Why was Zeb not in season 1 of Ahsoka?
Well, the real answer is they didn't have the budget for the CGI.
Sure. No, that is 100% fucking true, dude.
No, but the in-universe reasoning, I don't want to say
movie. The Mando and Grogu movie. Whatever's happening in this movie, that's why I think, not gonna lie. Because you gotta remember, this takes place like right after Ahsoka season 1, the movie.
Yeah.
So there's that. Now, the last bit of news that we are going to be talking about, and then we'll be wrapping up the show. Dave Filoni's rumored plan. Okay. So, did you hear at all any of this shit?
I don't know anything about this. I'm sitting here waiting for you. I have no idea what this is about.
So there are a lot of rumors now coming out. So there are rumors. So as we know, Filoni got asked during the Maul Shadow finale thing. He's like, hey, how's Ahsoka season 2? Is Ahsoka season 2 going to be the final season of Ahsoka? And he's like, oh, well, it's nice that fans are speculating that. He said, he's like, we have a lot more stories to tell, though, of the characters within our current time period. That's legit, like, what he kind of said. Okay, so there's that. So now you're kind of thinking, okay, well, why is Ahsoka season 2 delayed a little bit? Are they, like, reshooting it a little bit? Like, changing some things or this or that? Are we getting Ahsoka season 3? Is there going to be more? First off, we don't know that. But then there was speculation of, oh shit, now Dave Filoni's not getting his movie. I don't think that. Now there's a rumor.
Here's the thing, and he has said this himself. he's only going to be doing that movie if Grogu does well, if Ahsoka Season 2 does well. If he doesn't, he would put in a TV show and do a short series on it. That's what he said he's going to do.
Yes. Well, now there's speculation that that movie is going to be altered a little bit. So, this is how it's going to be altered. And this is not me just being a fanboy saying this. This is what the actual reports are saying. The main characters are going to be the Skywalkers. So, that means Luke Skywalker, Leia, and they said Anakin. With the Mandoverse characters, too. Can I say that I understand maybe Luke, but I don't want Anakin being the main character of this. It's legit them fighting Thrawn. Like, what does Anakin have to do about fighting Thrawn? Like, can you admit that? Like, what does Anakin have to do? Like, yeah, he used to be a co-worker of mine. That's what Vader would say, you know, like, yeah, he was a co-worker of mine, a really smart co-worker. He looked like a Smurf, you know.
Yeah.
Like, what is he gonna say? You know, I think Luke being a main character makes sense, but if you're gonna tell me that you're gonna like avoid showing Mando and Ahsoka and just focus on Luke, Leia, and Han fighting Thrawn, I don't think that would work.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? What do you think?
I'm with you. I think it has to be okay. If you're going to be doing this, I would want you to bring Luke Skywalker into it somehow. Maybe not Leia and Han Solo, maybe as cameos, but at least you have to have Luke Skywalker. Mm-hmm. Other than that, I would just kind of want the focus not to be on Luke. I would want the focus to be on Mando.
Well, see, that's what I mean. You can make it Luke, Mando, Ahsoka, Boba Fett, like, because that's the thing. Like, if you're gonna throw in the original trilogy characters and Anakin into it, which I'm not saying it's bad to involve Anakin. Like, after all, Anakin is Ahsoka's master and Luke's father. Like, it's fine. But after a while, and this is why I mean, Dylan, I told you this multiple times. This Thrawn movie, his movie, Filoni's film, sounds like it should be two movies. Yeah. Like a part 1 and part 2, because again, you have to involve all of the Mando characters. So the Mandalorians, probably Gina Carano should
Skeleton Crew. You have a lot. Boba
Fett, and also the Ghost Crew from Ahsoka. You know, and then you got involved the OT characters too. It's like, oh my god!
It's like you should probably do 2 movies.
Yeah.
Or maybe just make it a trilogy. Make it the Thrawn trilogy.
Yeah, make it the Thrawn trilogy then. But still, though, like, I'm more so picturing this kind of like an Infinity War and Endgame situation where you break it into teams. You know, like you have Team 1 and you have Team 2.
You could still do that and still do a trilogy.
Yeah,
team
no, that's
1,
true.
Team 2, and then movie 3, they come together.
Yeah, no, that's true. I'm just saying, though, like, that's what I'm thinking. And then also, not to mention the new characters from this movie, from Mando and Grogu. Like, the new girl, Colonel Ward, which apparently a lot of people are saying Colonel Ward is a phenomenal character. They said that she's a great new addition in the Star Wars characters. You know, she's actually, like, I was like, whatever on her from seeing the trailers and all that. They said that she's a fun character, though. So I do, you know, like, you got to involve her, the Babu Frick people. You know, like, you get what I mean? Like, you got so many fucking characters in this universe, in these stories. Like, you got to throw the Rod of the Hutt. Like,
Yep.
you get what I'm trying to say, Dylan? Like, you got all these characters, and if you're telling me you're gonna squeeze over like 40 to like 60 characters in a 2 hour and like 30-minute long movie, you're fucking nuts. You know? So I'm saying maybe a TV show would actually work better, even.
Yeah, it might work better.
You know? I don't know, like an 8-episode show.
Season 5 of Mando?
Well, no, they could just call it like Heir to
not
the Empire.
season 4, yeah.
They could just call the show Star Wars Heir to the Empire or something like that, or Star Wars The Hand of Thrawn, or something
I think Heir
like
to the
that.
Empire would be better, just because it just ties everything together.
Yeah, that's true. I'm just saying that because, well, both titles are from the Thrawn books. That's why I grabbed both. Or Star Wars: The Last Command. That's actually the last one of the last trilogy. But yeah. With that being said, though, I just hope that Filoni actually doesn't do that. Like, I get it, making Luke prominent again. Yes, you can do that. I just don't want him to like take over from like Ahsoka and Mando completely. Like, I want him there. I do want him there because it makes no sense. If there's going to be a huge war with the New Republic and all of that against Thrawn, what is Luke just doing? He's just like sitting back in the woods with R2 being like, hey, I'm just building my school. Like, he's just using a fork. Building the school stuff, and then he comes back after the Thrawn movie. He's like, "Hey guys, what did I miss? My school's now built."
Dude, that'd be dumb. Don't do that.
And then Leia and Han are there like, "Oh, we just missed an entire war." And Luke's like, "Oh, well, hey, Ben, come here. Come on, let's go." Come on, Ben. Let's go. Dude, I'm just making jokes, dude. I'm just making a joke.
Yeah.
Anyway, with that being said, guys, next Galactic Chat will be, believe it or not, the Mando and Grogu review, where hopefully we have all 4 of us here. All of us are looking to see it
hour stream with just
next week. It's
There's
because,
a lot.
bro, we can talk quite a bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can. I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.
Yeah. Yeah, bye guys. And you know what? I'm actually gonna show Dylan's intro for next show for you guys. So
You might-
Blast a fire in the night, a child left all alone. Droids tearing through his village, every scream a broken home. Buried in a bunker, fear stealing every breath. A boy staring straight into the eyes of death. A warrior fell from the sky, jetpacks in the flames. Mandalorians lifted him, called him by a new name. Din Djarin, a fountain born in fire. His whole life ended, a new destiny rising higher. They forced him in Beskar, trained him blade a gun. Taught him honor, taught him courage, taught him never to run. A creed to follow.
We have you 4 to 1.
I like those odds. With something to prove from world to world, his legend spread far. The greatest bounty hunter under every star. Robots took his childhood, left a scar in his core. So we crushed their circuit, settled every score. But the galaxy would test him in a far different way. With the little green child who would shift his whole fate. He is the Mandalorian, unbroken, unafraid. From the ashes of tragedy, a warrior was made. Bound by honor, by creed. This is the way. The bounty was simple, bring the child in alive. Just another mission, another job to survive. But the moment he saw Grogu look into his soul, something ancient awakened, something new. He chose love over credits, broke every rule, turned against the empire, made the hunters look like fools. My Gideon's darkness grew a secret worse than war, cloning Grogu's power to open every forbidden door. A force-born weapon that could tear worlds apart. Dean saved the galaxy by protecting that heart. He is the Mandalorian, unbroken, unafraid. From the ashes of tragedy, a warrior was made. Bound by honor, by creed, he will stay, protecting Grogu till his final day. When darkness rises and enemies sway, he stands unshaken. This is the way. With the dark saber one he held Mandalorian's fate, a blade that chooses leaders by the strength they create. Though he never saw power, he never saw fame, courage made him mighty, honor carved his name. Droids once haunted his dreams, metal monsters of pain, but he overcame the fear, walked through fire again. No army, no empire, no sin could bring him down. He's the warrior legends whisper when danger comes around. Grogu by his side, two hearts bound as one, a clan of two, stronger than any blaster or sun. He is the Mandalorian, unbroken, unafraid. From the ashes of tragedy, a warrior was made. Bound by honor, by creed, he will stay, protecting Grogu till his final day. When darkness rises and enemies sway, he stands unshaken. This is the way. Every guild fears him, every warlord knows. When the Mandalorian comes, hope still glows. No force in the galaxy, no darkness to betray could break the oath he carries every day. From founding to father, destiny lit his way, a legend living proudly in Beskar Grey. He is a Mandalorian, unbroken, unafraid. From the ashes of tragedy, a warrior was made. Bound by honor, by creed, he will stay, protecting Grogu till his final day. When darkness rises and